Hey Year 3, I hope you're all okay. It's Miss Hewer here again. It's been a little bit meh weather, as I call it. A little bit rainy, a little bit cold, but it's not so bad. Today we're doing some English, we're doing poetry again, so let's get started. So you should be part of the Indigo, Amber or Jade group if you are here. If you are not part of that group, you need to head on over to Mr. Loz's English videos, and they are for you. So today is Thursday the 11th of June, and this is lesson number 7. Today you're going to need yourself, your pencil and your paper. Pause the video if you haven't already got those things ready. Your LI today is you're going to be able to write a poem in the style of the poet. You're going to be able to understand the features of a poem, you're able to use capital letters, full stops, and you understand how to write a poem using the terminology we learnt about over the last couple of days. You're also going to be able to use full stops, capital letters, commas, maybe even exclamation marks as well. Pause the video while you write down the LI and the date for today. So we're going to go back to this gentleman, Roger McGuff, and we are going to read The Sound Collector again today, because I've got a bit of a challenge for you. The Sound Collector by Roger McGuff. A stranger called this morning, dressed all in black and grey, put every sound into a bag and carried it away. The whistling of the kettle, the turning of the lock, the purring of the kitten, the ticking of the clock, the popping of the toaster, the crunching of the flakes. When you spread the marmalade, the scraping noise it makes. The hissing of the frying pan, the ticking of the grill, the bubbling of the bathtub as it starts to fill, the drumming of the raindrops on the window pane, the gurgling of the drain. When you do the washing up, the gurgling of the drain, the crying of the baby, the squeaking of the chair, the swishing of the curtain, the creaking of the stair. A stranger called this morning. He didn't leave his name. Left us only silence, like never been the same. I really do like how that poem ends. Brilliant ending. So, here is a challenge. You are going to go on a sound walk around your home, and you are going to listen carefully to what you can hear. You might decide to write them down. If I was doing it here, let me listen. I can hear water running. I can hear next door talking out in the garden. I can hear their dogs barking. You guys probably couldn't hear that, but I can. I'm not sure what else I can hear actually. So that's what you can do. Obviously, I'm not going to walk you around my house. That would be a little bit weird. I don't think you guys would like to see my house that much. Anyway, that's what you're going to go and do. Pause the video while you do that. And don't forget to come back to me because I have a challenge for you today. So, you might hear different sounds around the house. You could maybe hear different sounds in your bedrooms to what you hear in the kitchen, what you heard in the maybe with the washing machine if you have one, or in the front room with the television. You might hear music from the radio or different instruments. You might hear noises from different animals or pets. I don't have any pets. Unfortunately, I just get to listen to next door's dogs barking at 3 o'clock in the morning. I hope if you have any pets, they don't keep your neighbours up. So, your challenge today. You are going to be writing a poem based on the Sound Collector. Now, I'm going to help you out a little bit. You don't have to write all the verses, so maybe you'll just choose to write verse 3, 4, and 5. That's what I've recommended. But it's not going to be about the sounds in your home. You're going to have to be really, really creative because I am going to ask you to do the sound collecting at school. Now, obviously, most of us are not at school. The likelihood is if you're watching this video, you are not at school. And that's really, really sad, but I know you guys have got some awesome memories of when you were at school, and you can remember all the noises, like the younger years walking past our classrooms when it was time for their lunch and they were really noisy. We always had to shut the door. Or the children who'd been really well behaved got to play outside in the little quad area, and they were able, you might hear them shouting or balls bouncing. Yeah, so we might have heard the pigeons, might have heard some water, lots and lots of different things. So I want you to follow the original structure of the poem. I want you to use verbs to describe the sounds, and I want you to be able to read through your poem to make sure it makes sense, okay? Really important. So, don't stop now, because I've got some helpful hints for you. So, the sound collector is at school. A teacher called this morning, dressed all in black and grey, put every sound into a bag and carried it away. What sounds might we hear in the classroom? Oh, I know. You lot dropping pencils with sharpening pencils, or dropping your ruler, or asking for a glue stick, or you could go, the sharpening of a pencil. Well, that'd be a good one. The giving out of books. You remember you lot just like giving out books, me putting the register on the floor. That's unlikely one. Or tapping of the keys. Loads of different sounds we hear in the classroom. The ringing of the morning bell, the sharpening of pencils, the stamping of the feet, the scraping of the chairs. Now, don't worry too much, it doesn't need to rhyme. I just want you to get the idea of using sound verbs. And you might hear different sounds out on the playground, mightn't you? You might hear children talking, screaming, running, eating fruits or vegetables. So make sure you use onomatopoeia if you can. And you're going to need to create a sound bank of words, okay? So you create a sound bank of words that will help you to write your poem before you start, because that will really help. You might want to pause the video and do that now, so you got that ready before I go on to the next bit. So, I have only said that you need to rewrite verse 3, 4 and 5. And here is really nice explanation. I have borrowed it from Mr. Loza. It's a really nice explanation of what you'll need for each line. Of each verse. So in verse 3, you will need in lines 1 to 3 to select 3 sounds/items. And in line 4, it has to match your line 3. So if we go back all the way to our sound collector poem, so we see that line 3, when you spread the marmalade, the scraping noise it makes. So it joins together. It's all about the same thing. For verse 4, line 1 sounds with item, and line 2 where the sound takes place. Line 3, the activity being carried out, and line 4, the sound with item. And you can see that verse 5 is just for sounds and items. That is your challenge for today. I have got a super exciting task for you tomorrow. I did say I would tell you a bit more about it. So I hope you're going to produce an awesome set of writing for me today. Do not forget to email it to me. Tomorrow is my last day with you guys. Doing English. I know, it's really sad. I have to go to year 5 and help them out instead. So don't forget to email it to me. I will see it still. I will be checking the emails next week for you. So the email is yr3@grange.harrow.sch.uk. Do not forget to send it to me. I get lonely if I don't get any emails. So tomorrow, I want you to get your thinking caps on overnight about different animals. You could create your own animal. Something that represents you. Okay? That's your challenge. You might want to draw it. I don't know. Create your own animal. It has been a pleasure teaching you guys poetry again today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!